Hello everyone, welcome back to another videos. As you guys can see on the headline, today's video is all about my period cycles update and also my ovulation. I know that I have not been really active of updating you guys, especially about my ovulations after the COVID vaccines. The reason why I didn't really post up any update to that is because I really just wanted to monitor my cycles just to see how normal it is and how my ovulations really is. And I was able to track it for 2 months. I was able to see like a big difference, a big change of it, and I will show it to you guys, okay? So if you guys do follow me and you guys do know me, my period cycle is from 30 to 32 days. And since that I've been tracking my cycles after the vaccines, my cycle actually went down to 28 days to 27 days. My ovulations is actually not late anymore, it's actually early, and this month is actually way too early. I will show you guys right now what I meant. Okay, so this is my October ovulation that I tracked. This is actually my cycle 28 that I have been trying for baby number 2. So I started my period in September 29 and I ended October the 2nd. Honestly, I wasn't even planning to track my ovulation this early, but I decided to just track it just because, you know, the COVID vaccine really affected my cycle. I tested at day 13 and guess what? I had a peak. I actually had a peak. I was actually really confused about it. So what I'm saying that I'm confusing about it is that I forgot that that was a peak, okay? Because it has been like 4 to 5 months that I did not track my ovulations. And especially I threw the instruction paper away because I thought that I was really good. I'm pro, so I didn't need it. But guess what? I end up needing it. But anyways, moving on. I actually thought that the test line was the control line. So I was just thinking to myself like, oh, okay, well, you know, I haven't got a peak yet. You know, it's getting there. Until like when I went back to on my ovulation strip, I looked at it and I was like, wait a minute. The control line is the test line. So I went back and I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm going to be ovulating soon. Like I'm on a peak right now. So I would just think to myself like oh my goodness, this cycle is gonna be a short cycle because if I ovulated early, that means that I'm going to start my period early. It's always like that to me. So yeah, so this is what I'm talking about right here. On my left side right here, this is the test line, okay? So I mistake the test line for the control line, which is I'm actually on peak on that day. So like I said, like I finally realized that I was on peak, so I started testing it all the way down to day 15, and then you can see that it's going lighter and lighter. So I just stopped. So since that month I ovulated early, I ended up having my period early. That's cycle day 27 for that month. I skipped November because November was a pretty busy month, especially Thanksgiving's coming up, and you know, a lot of family gatherings and a lot of things are going on in my church. So I did not track my ovulation at all. For December, this month, I actually ovulate way earlier than I supposed to. This is December right here. Okay, at 11 day after my period, I decided to just test it, just, you know, 2 days early before day 13 because I know that my previous ovulation that I tracked, I had a peak on cycle day 13. So I decided to track on day 11 just to see, you know, the progression of the lines is gonna go. And I ended up having a peak. If you guys can see here, I have a peak right there, okay? Around 3:45, I decided to test again, and honestly that day, like I honestly drink a lot of water just to keep myself hydrated. I constantly had to pee, of course, because I drink too much water. It wasn't really that accurate, but I still need to test. It went down. It wasn't that really dark anymore. The next day on cycle day 12, I test and it's actually, you know, not really that dark anymore though. So the lines are getting lighter. So this is cycle day 13. I test, going down. Later on in the afternoon, I test, it's going down, and in the cycle day 14, I test, and the lines actually show that it is super light now. So I'm already ovulate like around, you know, day 12 already. It's either day 11 or 12 that I ovulate already since I got the peak in the morning. So I ovulate this month super early at cycle day 11. So honestly, like I don't know what's going on with my hormones. Hey, what's wrong? Why you do that, silly? So I don't know what's going on with my hormones. If I ovulate early too, it's fine, you know. Pretty much if I ovulate early, that just means that I will be having a shorter cycle, which is day 28, 29. I will be testing for pregnancy, so I will do like a whole separate vlog about that, but I just wanted to share you guys, you know, update about my cycles here. This is how my period is after the vaccine that I took. But yeah, well, that is that. If you guys have any questions regarding of my update, feel free to comment below, and then I will try to answer you guys back. This is it, you guys. I will see you guys in my next videos of my pregnancy line progressions. Okay, bye.
Bye.